not ride on the train.
What's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike here, NFL fans all around the NFC South. I'm ranking the NFC South quarterbacks in order. If you guys did not see the short on that, I want to do a longer version on it from this point on. And this will be a yearly thing where I rank from about 3 to 5 weeks. All right, 3 to 5 weeks. So starting with the first one, man, this is still something that I say at this point in time until seeing anything different. I think Derek Carr is obviously the best quarterback in the NFC South. I think he has more experience. Obviously he has more experience. I think, looking at the teams that he's played the Saints, he played the Bucks, he played the Falcons, and given that he still has a guy like Michael Thomas, I know some injuries, concerns, and whether or not he really wants to play for the Saints. I think that duo, Chris Olave, those guys right now, this is the best wide receiver duo in the NFC South. So I have to give the edge to Derek Carr as the number one quarterback in the NFC South. Second one, Desmond Ridder. I think right now Desmond Ridder is the second best quarterback in the NFC South. I say this because looking at this guy, his leadership, he's receiving a lot of praise. Now, you can take that how you want it. Guys from Calais Campbell to Scotty Miller, who obviously these guys played with Tom Brady, but I think Scotty Miller, Desmond Ridder, AJ Terrell, these guys are just continuously praising him. He's getting so much better, and the balls that he's been throwing in practice, man, I think he looks a lot better than what a lot of people expect. And he's starting to change quite a few people's minds, journalists, writers. I think he's definitely poised to be a pretty good quarterback in the NFL. The third one, I have to say Bryce Young. All right, Bryce Young, he was at the bottom of the list last week, the first edition, and I gotta say this, man. I think he's going to be okay. Now, there are some questions of whether or not he's going to, be able to handle the wear and tear, the hits. He's a small guy, all right? Make no mistake about it. A lot of people talk about a guy like Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett is a small guy, drafted in the 4th round, but Bryce Young is no bigger than Stetson Bennett, man. And that's pretty telling. So if he can continue to impress not only his teammates, but his coach, obviously he's been elevated to the number one QB1 for the Panthers, along with that defense. If he can just do the bare minimum, I think he's going to be a pretty good quarterback. But the biggest thing with Bryce Young, if he's going to take his game to the next level or live up to the hype, I think he has to protect himself. He cannot take big hits. He's a small guy, and over time that should and could play a part in his durability. And the last one, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to say this as nice as possible. Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask, those guys have been god freaking awful. The passes that I've seen, what I'm hearing from platforms like ESPN, these guys are just absolutely garbage, man. They're not throwing the ball well. Again, Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask, don't know which one of these guys is going to ultimately win. I would say Baker Mayfield just off experience, but at this point in time, man, this team is just these quarterbacks are going to be freaking awful. And I'm just going to be honest. I think for the most part, Baker Mayfield, if he is healthy, he will win that position. QB1, but at this point in time, Kyle Trask, I just haven't seen much from him in college. I haven't seen much from him in the NFL. He's just not getting better, and I don't know why they decided to draft him in the second round, but that's Bucks thinking. But again, this is the list. Derek Carr, number 1. Desmond Ridder, number 2. Bryce Young, number 3. And Baker Mayfield, number 4. Let me know what you guys think about this list. All right, the top quarterbacks in the NFC South. Leave your comments below. How would you rank the quarterbacks in the NFC South? Your boy, man, Mike is out, man. Peace.